Pages and Floss, and I have a TBR for April. So I am participating in TBR Clearout, and that is to read the books on your TBR. So that can be an ebook, that can be Hoopla, that can be whatever. So I have a lot of physical books on my cart at home, and I want to get to and make a dent and go through them and decipher on which ones I'm going to keep and which ones I am not. So, they just been on this cart for a really long time. So, the first one is Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. It's about Tate and Miles who decide to hook up. They really don't want anything serious. They just want to hook up, and then feelings become involved. So, that's pretty much it for that one. The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, Taylor Jenkins Reid. This follows Evelyn Hugo, and she's interviewed, and she lets out all of her secrets and why she had 7 husbands. A good, bad girl. This follows 20 years after a baby is stolen from a stroller, a woman is killed. 2 crimes are somehow linked and spark a mystery with 3 suspects, 2 murders, and 1 victim. Okay. The Housemaid's Secret by Frida McFadden. It follows the housemaid who is now working for a new family. And all I'm going to say about that is if you have not read the first Frida McFadden, The Housemaid, you need to. It is so good. I gave it 5 stars, and I cannot wait to read this one. I don't know why it's taking me this long, but it just has, and I can't wait to get into it. So, this is Love by Elizabeth Lim. So, what if Cinderella never tried on the glass slipper? Ghost of the Tsunami by Richard Lloyd Perry. So this is about the true story. In Japan on March 11th, 2011, a powerful earthquake sent a 120-foot high tsunami smashing into the coast of northeast Japan. By the time the sea retreated, more than 18,000 people have crushed, burned to death, or drowned. It was Japan's greatest single loss of life since the atomic bombing, and even after the immediate emergency had abated, the trauma of the disaster continued to express itself in bizarre and mysterious ways. And this one I watched a documentary on Netflix with my dad, and the author is on here because he was living in Japan at the time, and he is a nationwide, reporter, and so he was talking about it, and it was just so heartbreaking, and I loved the little episode on that documentary, and so I really wanted to purchase the book when I watched it. So this is newer to me. This is Inheritance by Nora Roberts. The cover is stunning. The inside is stunning. Oh, I want the pages break, like for real. It's just beautiful. I just cannot wait to read this. So this is the first of the Lost Bride trilogy. So this is book 1. Check and Mate by Allie Hazelwood. So Mallory is done with chess. Every move counts nowadays. After the sport led to the destruction of her family 4 years earlier, Mallory's focused on her mom, her sisters, and the dead-end job that keeps the lights on. That is, until she agrees to play in one last charity tournament and wipes the board with notorious king killer Nolan, current world champion, reigning bad boy of chess. So, a lot of mixed reviews on this one, but I bought it, and if I don't like it, I'll just unhaul it. If I love it, I'm going to keep it. I bought it, I'm going to figure it out for myself. Same with Bride. I've heard a lot of good things about this one. So this follows Misery Lark, a daughter of a powerful vampire councilman, is an outcast. Her days of living anonymously among the humans are over. She has been called upon to uphold an alliance between the vampires and their mortal enemies, the Wares. Wares are ruthless and unpredictable, and their alpha Low is no exception. He rules his pack with absolute authority, but not without justice or feeling. It's clear from the way he tracks Misery's every movement that he doesn't trust her. If only he knew how right he was. Misery has her own reasons to agree to this marriage of convenience. Reasons that have nothing to do with politics or alliances and everything to do with the only thing she ever cared about, and she is willing to do whatever it takes to get back what's hers. Layla by Colleen Hoover. So this is about Leeds and Layla, obviously, because it's Layla. But after weeks in the hospital, Layla recovers physically. When Leeds meets Layla, he's convinced he spent the rest of his life with her. He'll spend the rest of his life with her. Until an unexpected attack leaves Layla fighting for her life. After weeks in the hospital, Layla recovers physically, but the emotional and mental scarring has altered the woman Leeds fell in love with. In order to put the relationship back on track, Leeds whisks Layla away to bed and breakfast where they first met. Once they arrive, Layla's behavior takes a bizarre turn, and that's just one of many inexplicable occurrences. Okay. Without merit, Colleen Hoover. So the Voss family is anything but normal. From the perfect older sister to the little brother, half-brother, who isn't allowed to do or eat anything fun. Then there's Merit. She collects trophies she hasn't earned and secrets her family forces her to keep. While browsing the local antique shop for another trophy, she meets Sagan. He's witty and idealistic and sparks renewed life into her. Until she learns that he's completely unavailable. Merit retreats deeper into herself, watching her family from the sidelines, when she learns a secret that no trophy in the world can fix. Fed up with the lies, Merit decides to shatter the happy family illusion that she's never been a part of, leaving them behind for good. But when her escape plans fail, Merit is forced to deal with the staggering consequences to telling the truth and losing the one boy she loves. Assistant to the villain. With family to support, Evie Sage employment status isn't just important, it's vital. So when a mishap with Rindon's most infamous villain results in a job offer, naturally she says yes. No job is perfect, of course, but even less when you develop a teeny crush on your terrifying, temperamental, and undeniably hot boss. Don't find evil so attractive, Evie. But when she's getting used to severed heads suspended from the ceiling and the odd squish of an errant ball beneath her heel, Evie suspects this dungeon has a huge rat and not the literal kind. Because something rotten is growing in the kingdom of Renadon, and someone wants to take the villain and his entire empire out. Now Evie must not only resist drooling over her boss, but also figure out exactly who is sabotaging his work and ensure he makes him pay. After all, a good job is hard to find. So I have quite a bit, but this is making a huge... I got a lot of books, but this is clearing a lot of those out. And so I wanted to share that, and that is one of the readathons I am participating in. There is some prompts. I think I pretty much covered the prompts through my books. I'm not too worried about prompts in that clear out. It's just mainly getting those books out, you know. And so I am also participating in library-a-thon, and some of these books I'm going to do the prompts for that. But I would like to get the books at the library because you got like a new book and just different things. And it is library-a-thon, so you should go to the library, you know. But I don't know what other readathons are going on. I might join one or two more. I learned this month that I can't do all of them, even though I want to, and they sound so good. So, happy St. Patrick's Day, and if you're participating in the TBR Clearout, let me know if any of these books are on your list. But that's pretty much it. So, I'm pooped. I'm tired. I've had a long weekend. But, this is kind of one of the videos I wanted to get out. And, because where is March going? It's already the 17th. It's crazy. And then spring break and Easter. It's just going really fast. So I wanted to make this and get it out as soon as possible so people knew what was going on for my April TBR. So that's some of it. Bye.